Hello, my beautiful JAFRA beauties. I hope that everyone is excited as I am with this new innovation from JAFRA. Today, I have a special guest with me because although I do get the training from our amazing Maya Liller, we have someone that she's not only our regional manager here at JAFRA, but she's also a professional makeup artist. So I have the honor to have with me today, Fanni Smee. How are you?
Hi, Moni. I'm so excited to be here with you today. Thank you so much for the invitation to explore and talk about makeup, which is one of my passions for sure. Like Moni mentioned, I am also a professional makeup artist for going on 15 years, believe it or not. So makeup is one of my loves, and it's something that's been really prevalent in since I was little. But that's a story for another time.
Well, thank you, Fanny, for sharing this topic with me, this training for our JAFRA consultants. And not only she's going to give us a little bit of the insights of the product, but also tips on how you can find your own shade and how you can have those conversations with clients, tips to upgrade the sales. So, Fanny, what do you say? Should we get started?
Absolutely. Let's go for it.
All right, take it on, girl.
So, like Moni mentioned, today we are going to be exploring all of the amazing benefits, features, and benefits of our 24-hour, always full cover longwear foundation. So, what are we gonna dive into? Well, this is a skin product, right? But your skin deserves to look flawless all day. You deserve to look flawless all day as a JAFRA consultant and a JAFRA leader. So our always full cover 24-hour longwear foundation with SPF of 15 combines the strength of a longwear formula with the comfort of a soft matte finish for the visible care that your skin needs. So this foundation has niacinamide, which is an ingredient known to help even the skin tone, improve its appearance over time, and it helps your skin look smooth, refreshed, and redefined. That's one of the things I love the most as a makeup artist and as a user as well, is that I'm not just applying makeup, I am also applying some skin loving ingredients that will help my skin look so much better. So it is a soft matte finish, which feels really natural and it looks super sophisticated and elevated. It gives your skin a lightweight sensation. It's resistant to heat, is resistant to water, which I shared with Moni before we were connecting. I applied a little bit in the back of my hand while I was doing my makeup with it. And then when I went to wash a little bit off my fingertips, the foundation was still there. You could just see a few droplets of water on top of the area that had the foundation. So now with the warmer weather, a little bit, we perspire a little bit more. And also for pool days, beach days, wherever you are, your foundation will be right there for 24 hours with you. And even though it's long wearing, it feels really good. It doesn't feel heavy, it's lightweight, and it's super comfortable to wear. So with this foundation, your confidence will last even longer. So this foundation gives you impeccable coverage and comfort that stays with you.
Thank you, Fanny. And just like we do here at JAFRA, we just don't make any product. We're always looking into, what technology can we bring? What are the benefits, the ingredients that we're going to use to make this product amazing for our consultants and our consumers? So I want to share that I've been using it for a week already. If you are a VIP, maybe you already order it in the pre-sale. If you already tried it, let us know in the comments how much are you loving this new innovation. So our Ultra Ink technology, what does that mean? That means that this technology is powered by functional ingredients that extend wear and enhance color intensity, keeping facial skin looking flawless, like Fanny was sharing, comfortable for longer. It's water-resistant formula and protects pigments against heat and sweat. So Fanny, what does that mean by protects the pigments of the color?
Yeah, that is a really great technology that we have. What happens with some foundation? I don't know if this has happened to you or any of you. sometimes when you apply your foundation through the day, and it can change colors a little bit. It can start to look a little bit darker. Sometimes it actually, we call it oxidizing. Sometimes it actually looks a little bit oxidized. So it gives it like a copperish tone. So this technology protects the pigments from that, not only to make it long wearing and that they can stay on your skin, but also against heat and sweat. So when you have a foundation, I don't think this is anything groundbreaking, right? We know this is a chemical formula in a foundation. The chemistry of the foundation with your own body chemistry, your own body heat, that creates a chemical reaction. It's reacting together. But the technology in our new foundation avoids your pigments in the foundation to turn colors, to oxidize, and to change the appearance even a few hours later. So that is an incredible innovation, technology, because I don't think a lot of other foundations have that claim. And it's important to have your foundation stay true to color when you're wearing it for a long time. So that it's a huge, huge benefit of our new foundation.
Thank you so much for explaining that to us,
Of
Fanny.
course.
Also, this product, like Fanny was saying, it has niacinamide, which we know it's a loving ingredient. Ever since I discovered all the benefits of these amazing ingredients, Fanny, I always look through our JAFRA product catalog to see which products have this ingredient, and I have integrated them into my daily routine. So I am so happy that we have that ingredient here. It also has that vegetable glycerin, which is a vegan ingredient that helps retain moisture to keep the skin hydrated. Something that I've noticed, using this foundation throughout the week that I've been using it, is that I do feel my skin hydrated. I don't feel that I'm wearing foundation. It's very lightweight, and it just gives me that glow. I don't feel my skin dried. I haven't noticed that it breaks apart, which is a plus for me. I have oily skin, so I'm loving how this one is. How is it, working in my skin? And it also has that zinc oxide, which is a mineral filter that helps protect against skin damage caused by UV light, which we know it's SPF 15. But a quick tip that we can give you, don't just wear your foundation. You need to wear SPF every day in your skincare routine, and the 50 plus is it's better. If you're using any from our JAFRA collection, maybe Revitalize or Defy, since that one is 50 and this one is 15, something that I like to explain, that doesn't mean that you're wearing 65 SPF protection, but the highest SPF from your skincare product is the one that it's going to help you more to protect against the UV lights and the sun. So, Fanny, what are the product highlights?
Okay, so the product highlights on our 24-hour foundation. Well, like the name says, right? We have 24 hours of color. It has high coverage, which I absolutely love. But remember, it's very lightweight. So yes, you're gonna get the coverage that you may want, because some people do enjoy a full coverage foundation. But if you don't enjoy the heaviness, this is the foundation for you, because it's has had that high coverage, but very comfortable to wear. Is a resilient wear, meaning it's going to stay all day long. It's humidity resistant, like we mentioned with the new technology. It has that additional bonus. It's like a little SPF bonus, right? We always protect with our favorite JAFRA SPF. This is just a little bonus. It's our little extra insurance for our skin. And it's designed to hold up in heat and humidity. I love the timing of the release of this product, because now that the weather is a little bit warmer, the summer is just right around the corner, you're going to have that bonus SPF, and you're also going to have your foundation stay all day long. If you're a mom and you take your kids to the splash pad or the water park, you can still wear your makeup. You're not going to look, it's not going to run, it's not going to transfer, which I absolutely love. It's transfer proof as well. And it has that 1% niacinamide that Moni was mentioning. So you have long wearing foundation, comfortable protection, heat resistant, humidity resistant, water resistant, plus all the skin benefits. And the finish is so beautiful. It's a soft matte finish that feels and looks luxurious. And I'm sure it's going to be a showstopper. When you're at a drop off for the kiddos, they're going to be like, what are you wearing today? And why does your skin look so good? And that's the intention, right? That you shine and that you wear our products proudly so you can start conversations about our products and our opportunity.
I love that, Fanny. Also, another thing that I love is that we have 17 shades available. So this is pretty good for you to help those clients, find their tone. Something that I like about this one, Fanny, is that maybe we have some of our consultants that, they just don't wear makeup, and that's okay. We love to see your glow with your JAFRA skin products that you use. But if you, even though if you don't wear makeup, you can help your clients find their right shades. That's what I was trying to say. And Fanny, help us with the 4 steps on how can we find these products.
I absolutely love the system that we have for finding the shade. And one thing that Moni mentioned that is key, your preference doesn't matter when you're talking to customers, because if you don't prefer makeup, that doesn't mean that that's their preference, but we are giving you the tools to be able to broaden your conversations, not just with non-makeup wearers, but also with makeup wearers if you're not one that enjoys it. But the system is amazing. So we have 4 steps. First, you're going to identify your base skin tone. Then you're going to choose the intensity of your base tone. 3, determine your undertone, and you're going to combine the 3 numbers to get your shade. And if we can go to the next slide, Moni, so I can break it down for them.
Let me...
Actually, no, I think we can stay here.
Yes.
Yes. I'm sorry. We can stay right here. I'm so sorry. Okay, so our foundations are coded. There are 3 numbers, as you can see here in the video. This is the tan base skin tones, and you can see there's a 320 and a 331. Each of these numbers has a meaning. Okay, so first you're going to identify your base skin tone. That is going to be the first number on the code. If you are a light skin tone, medium skin tone, tan, or deep. So the first tones are going to be from 1 to 4 for the base skin tone. That's the first thing you need to do, which is pretty simple, right? You know if you're a fair or light skin tone, a medium skin tone, a tan skin tone, or a dark skin tone. Number 2, the intensity of your base is going to be the second number, and that scale goes from 1 to 5. So now I know that if I'm a light skin tone, for myself, for example, just to make it simple, I'm a light skin tone, but I'm a light medium. I am not super fair, but I'm also not in a medium scale. So I know that I'm right in the middle. And this was actually very accurate, because when I was looking at the scale, I saw that I'm like, well, I must be a 3. I'm a light, I'm a 3, because I'm in the middle of that bracket of skin tones. And then you're gonna choose your undertone. So the undertone are the hues that live underneath your skin, which don't change if you get tan or if you lighten up a little bit during the summer. I'm sorry, the winter. So that is the third number on your foundation. So the first number is your skin tone, your base skin tone. Second number is the intensity. So in that category of base skin tones, where are you? That's where it goes. And then the undertone, you're going to combine the 3 numbers to find your ideal shade. So for me, for example, I'm a 1, which means I'm a light skin tone. The next number is a 3, which means I'm a light medium, right? I'm in that medium scale. And the last number is a 2, which means I am a warm undertone.
Thank you so much, Fanny. And looking at the number 3 is what are the tips that you can give us
Oh, yes.
to to determine, are we a 0, which is a neutral balance, hints of warm and cool?
Yes.
Are we number 1? Take it on.
We'll do, yes, thank you for reminding me of that. So undertone is super important because it doesn't matter what scale you're in, right? But when you match your undertone, it also makes a big difference. So the undertone is the hues that lie underneath your skin. So there are 3 types. One is those that have a pink base or a pink undertone, which in this case we call them a fresh undertone, right? Or the cool undertone. Those tones typically look better with silver jewelry. A quick way to find your undertone is looking at the veins in the inside of your wrist. If those veins look a little bit bluish, that is a sign that you are a cool undertone. So for the next one, which is a warm undertone, those are a little bit the opposite of your cool undertones. Your warm undertones have a golden base, and these type of undertones typically look best with a gold jewelry. How do you know if you're a warm undertone? You're gonna look at your veins again, and you're gonna see that your veins may look a little more greenish right here in your wrist. Now, a neutral undertone is a balance between both of them. One really cool thing about a neutral undertone is that you look great on silver jewelry and gold jewelry. And you're gonna see a mix of those 2 colors in your veins. You're gonna see a little bit of green, and you're also gonna see a little bit of blue. That is the undertone. So cool undertone has the like a pinkyish reddish undertone. Also, these are peeps that under the sun they turn a crisp and they burn really easy. Our warm undertones are those that have the benefit of tanning really beautifully under the sun, and our neutral undertones can go either way, but they typically don't burn as easy. So that is how you find your undertone, and that is key. So you have to find your base skin tone, but when you have your undertone match exactly to you, your foundation looks even better. It gives you a more natural result, and it looks like a second skin instead of looking like makeup.
That's wonderful tips that we have today from our beautiful Fanni. And Fanni, I know we were chatting yesterday when we were, going over the slides. And I said, Fanni, it doesn't matter how expensive your foundation is, or, what are the great benefits of your foundation if you don't do skin prep. So from your experience, from a professional makeup artist, and also being with the consultants, helping them how to grow their business, how to get more clients, what are those 5 steps that you are going to share with us today?
Yeah, so those are really important, Moni, and thank you for the reminder. So we know that any makeup that you apply, or where you apply makeup, you need skincare, right? So the first tip, and I think that goes without saying for all of our JAFRA consultants that are amazing with skincare for yourselves, is you have to have a good skincare system before your makeup. What does that mean for you as a consultant? That means that if you have a client coming to you for foundation, we cannot let this client go without first finding a good skincare system. Why? Because their foundation is going to shine, it's going to look so much better, and they're going to get better results, which means if they love the foundation, they will probably come back to you. If they don't love the foundation, they might not come back to you. So we want them to have the best experience that they can get from their one foundation. That is number 1, skincare prep and a JAFRA ritual. Help them pick the ritual that is best for them and that suits their needs. Number 2 is primer. We have 2 primers, right? We have our Hydrating Radiance Primer that I absolutely love. I use this with brides, and it also helps their makeup stay on a little bit longer, even though we have 24 hours, right? But this complements the texture of our new foundation really well because it's that really soft gel, almost like a cushiony gel, so it prepares the skin beautifully. And we also have our all-in-one matte um, primer, which is more for those that have some pores. You can see it right here, and it's also super soft. So this is our mattifying primer. I like to apply this on myself because I do have some larger pores on the T-zone. But if your client has these larger pores, or if you have them, apply it in little taps on your T-zone. That way you're kind of, it sounds funny, but you're kind of filling in those pores, right? You're kind of like filling in the little tiny dip of the pore. So I love this. Either one of them will work great with your foundation. It just depends on what your customer or what your client needs, if they need more hydration or if they need more of a mattifying base. So that's number 2. Number 3 is the tools. I actually use this brush that this side can be used as a foundation brush, and this is a little more of a detailing brush for concealer, but I apply this all over to paint it. A tip for this brush is not to apply it with the tip because you're going to not cover as much surface right on your skin. A tip is to use the side and actually use the tool so you can cover a little more surface. Then I smooth my foundation with my JAFRA Beauty sponge. I absolutely love this sponge. A tip for your beauty sponge. If you notice, well, you can see I did my makeup this morning, right? It's kind of dirty, but you can see that it's a little bit bigger than it looks when it comes in the package. So what you do with your JAFRA sponge is submerge it under water, soak it, make sure that it gets as much water as possible. Then you're gonna squeeze out the excess water. Then I like to run it through a paper towel and also squeeze the excess out. Why do we do that? Well, because a sponge absorbs anything that is put in it, right? And you don't want your sponge absorbing your makeup. You want your makeup to stay on your skin. So that's why you're filling in the sponge before it absorbs your foundation. So going back, apply with whatever brush of preference. We also have the flathead foundation brush. I really like this one, so I paint it on and then I smooth it out with my sponge. So that's number 3. That's your tool. So far, we've seen your JAFRA ritual, your primer, your tools, your add-ons. What are the add-ons? Well, that can be something as simple as your photo set. It can also be your all-in-one skin tints. It can also be a mascara. Whatever it is that they're looking for that is going to complement their look a little bit more. For any customer, I think, or client, it would be easy to throw in a mascara and throw in a lip gloss. That way they have a little bit of more of a completed look rather than just a foundation. And of course, any foundation, any makeup look, anything that you put on your skin, you have to set it with our JAFRA Beauty setting spray. This is absolutely amazing. It brings back to your skin, even though it's a really natural finish that you get with your foundation when you apply your setting spray, that you can also apply through the day, by the way. If you're like out and about and you just need a little refresh, you can spritz a little bit. And it revives your makeup. I didn't mention this in Spanish, so this is an exclusive for our English JAFRA Beauty Insiders. If you need a touch-up, if you apply a little bit of your setting spray and then use your sponge, you can dab a little bit and it kind of freshens up the look if you need it. So those are the 5 steps. JAFRA ritual, skincare, always, 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 always. That is going to make your foundation look better, feel better on the skin, and it gives your customer or it gives your client a more pleasant experience. We want them to love it and we want them to get the most out of their foundation. So they need good skincare prep. Then your primer, then your tools, your add-ons, whatever it is that they're looking for in that moment that will complete their look and make them feel better. And lastly, your setting spray. So all of this can be a conversation starter too, right? If you're a little bit nervous about starting to match your clients directly, why don't you get a team training together, right? You can get all of your team and you guys can match each other You can look at the codes, help each other out, and pick your perfect foundation. Like I said, that system of the 3 numbers is spot on, spot on, spot on. Just your skin base, your undertone, and the intensity and your undertone is super, super good. So I absolutely love that. And all of this, remember that going back to your clients, you are giving your client an experience. It's not like they're walking into a retail store or a department store and they're just going to go grab anything off the shelf. And truthfully, not match themselves properly, because most people are going to apply the foundation in the back of their hand. That is not the most accurate, right? This is typically a little bit darker. So when you give them this experience, it also enhances their like ability to recommend you to others, because you are setting yourself apart from a department store or any retail store where they sell makeup, right? You're providing a full service and a full experience for your clients that will bring you new customers, hopefully new consultants too, right? Because if you have somebody in your makeup chair or in a skincare class, in a makeup party, or whatever it is, in a in your color matching party, that would be such a fun event that I would want to go to. So invite me. You can start talking about the products, and then you can also talk about the opportunity and show them that what you are doing is bringing beauty and empowerment and confidence to women, and they can do the same alongside with you.
Thank you so much, Fanny, for all the tips. I would love to go to a party where they're
Right?
going to color match me, pamper me with the
Yes,
facial. That was another
please.
tip that she gave to our Spanish training, was that, you know, if you're helping your clients find their shade, why not give them a free facial so they can experience the skincare? And that's what makes our JAFRA consultants unique and different and special from any counter, any store that your clients are shopping, because they're not getting that experience. The cashier has never helped me choose my shade, my shampoo, nothing. It's like, are you ready to pay? I'm here.
Yes.
So I just have one question from Sylvia. I think she's referring to the primer. So we have two, right? We have the JAFRA Royal hydrating primer, and we have the all-in-one from the JAFRA Always. Do you recommend, the question is, do you recommend one better than the other depending on the foundation you are using? Or is it depending on what your client needs? What can be the answer to help her?
That's a great question, and it's always client focused. So it doesn't necessarily it does influence the performance of the foundation as far as it's going to make it long wearing. But if your client is extremely dry, even after skincare, then I would recommend the hydrating primer, because they need more hydration, regardless of the foundation they're wearing. But if your client is extremely oily and maybe wants to target some of those pores that usually form around our T-zone, then I would recommend the mattifying foundation, because both of them create a really smooth canvas to apply makeup over it. So, but it's always client focused. So whatever they need and whatever their skin needs, it's what I would recommend, regardless of if we use our 24-hour or serum foundation or another of our JAFRA foundations. That's one thing I love about our products, is that they play well very nicely. You can combine them with anything. And so these two foundations will work with any of our these two primers will work with any of our foundations, but it depends on their needs and what their skin needs before their foundation.
Thank you,
That's a great
Fanny.
question.
That was a great question. That's why we love when you guys join us live. You guys can ask questions, and if we have the answer right in there, we'll help you. But if not, if you're catching the replay, just go ahead and type your questions here. I know one of our consultants, Brandy Leah, she's asking for a conversation chart to help their clients with these new foundations. I already worked on one. It will be available on the back office whether today or tomorrow. So just go ahead and check product education under the makeup tab. We will have this presentation if you want to host a Zoom meeting or in person and you want to follow along the steps that we just talked about. Go ahead and use all the material that we have for our JAFRA beauties here. So Fanni, anything else that you want to say before we go? I just want to tell our consultants that your skin deserves to feel and to look flawless all day. So get ready to identify your base skin tone and find your perfect 24-hour foundation match. Try it, match it with your clients. If you're shy or you want to get more experience, practice with your family, your close friends, and wear it with confidence. Anything that you want to add, Fanni?
Yeah, so I would just like to add, Moni, that all of our products are great conversation starters, right? When somebody comes to you for a foundation, it's always beyond that, right? Makeup brings us confidence. So if you, like Moni mentioned, if you offer that facial, then you open up a door for a new conversation. And what is the conversation? Well, of course, our products, right? Because they shine on their own. And once they try it, once they wear it, they will absolutely fall in love. But when you are in front of that person, remember that you also have a prospect. You also have somebody that maybe would want to explore new opportunities, maybe explore income generating opportunities, and you have it in your hands. So you're not only bringing makeup, you're bringing confidence, you are bringing empowerment, and you are bringing an opportunity to anybody that your makeup brush touches. So remember that the foundation or a foundation or any product, oh wait, these are the primers, but your foundation, it's only a door to open up a world of conversations and to give you all these opportunities to continue growing in your business. It's not just about the foundation, it's about the person that you have in front of you, how you make them feel, how you talk to them, so for them to return with you, but also about presenting and growing your team and presenting our amazing JAFRA beauty opportunity where they can explore new products, new skincare products, new fragrances, but also more empowerment and a new opportunity for their lives.
That was a great finish, Fanni. Thank you so much for joining us today. Thank you, everyone that stayed here with us live. Hi, Kathy. I see that you love the Hydrating Radiance Primer. I also see a comment from one of our consultants. I believe she's new to JAFRA, so I want to say welcome to our community. She says that she has been using the tinted sunscreen as a primer, and she loves the finish.
Oh, that's a great tip.
That's a great tip. And like we
Wow.
always say, there's no rules in makeup. Whatever feels comfortable, whatever your skin is, loving, go ahead and try it. Give us your tips and tricks if you have other ones, because we would love to hear it. So bye everyone for now, and I hope to see everyone in my next training.
Thank you, Moni. Bye, everyone.